Had an issue with a spooky horse, or maybe you had a bad day at the barn. We all did. And like Mandy Bradley, we all had a situation like this. And Mandy, thank you so much for posting your story and your story from anticipation through issues with the horse, then a really nosedive of the emotions, and then some assistance from your great coach, and suddenly you are doing this again. Within a few days, you experienced such a great range of emotions. So thank you for that. I was inspired by your story to record this video. So for those who are going to stay to the end, I'm going to share with you my formula, secret formula, 2-3-95, how to deal with issues like this. But let's just focus for a moment on where Mandy was, so we can say it, the journey from point A to point B. Mandy was here, but she wanted to be there. How do we move ourselves in our writing from point A to point B? So we can also say this: I'm here and I want to be there. Whatever that is, whatever your challenge is at the barn, we all have this situation that I'm here and I want to be there. So let's talk about this for a moment. If we give energy, attention, and focus into what we already have, it's very difficult for us to move out of there. It sounds counter-logical, but it's actually how everything in life works. We can't fix things by focusing on what's not working. We need to project a different thought. We want to focus on where we want to be. Okay? So if we have a show, a test, or obstacle course like Mandy, we can certainly anticipate problems, or we can anticipate something else. The problems are typically a result of thinking about the past. We had certain issues in the past, and we are afraid that they are going to happen again in the future. So we have this full circle. The past, now, and the future is all about the problem. I don't want to have a problem. I don't want to have a problem. Now, that type of language doesn't generate the results we want. If we want to start moving here, I want to be there, we have to clearly define what we want by the language that defines what we want. If I say, I don't want my horse to spook, I'm here. Even though it's a desire to fix the problem, we are defining the solution with the problem itself. I don't want the horse to spook. If I want to be there, what do we want instead? So Mandy, you're already there. I mean, your journey is amazing, and I applaud you for this. So we have this great exercise that I do with my writers, that we contrast where we are and where we want to go, and clearly define what we want by contrast to what we don't want. So what's in contrast to a spooky horse? Non-spooky horse? That's not a contrast. It's still a definition of where we are. Where we want to be is what? Relaxed, in the zone or in the flow. We want to be calm. We want to be confident. Please note that none of these words is describing the spookiness. It actually describes what we want. So we can also describe this as elevating how we feel. In some of my coaching, I use this specific language called vibration. Vibration is simply how we feel. And the vibration, actually everything in the universe vibrates in a specific frequency. Light is a frequency. this signal coming to you comes as a specific vibration. The words we use, our vocal cords create a vibration. So the word vibration refers to the emotion. The emotions have higher or lower vibrations. We tend to call the higher vibration emotions as positive ones, but it doesn't really matter. It's simply a higher vibration. A high vibration emotion will lead to higher vibration results. Okay, so if we focus on spooking or non-spooking, it's a low vibration statement. However, when we elevate the vibration to include confidence, relaxation, joy, fun, peace, we elevate our vibration, we elevate our emotion, we elevate how we feel. And if we define point B that way, we're actually, this way, we define our journey and destination, and that leads and brings different results. Let's also chat about A. One more time, A and B. Why are we here? Because at some point in the past, we were here. We created current situation as a result of having a certain vibration back then. If we accept that, it's first step, we accept that we have created this, we can then move to point B, where we really want to be. Okay? I have a quote here which confirms that, and it comes from someone you might know. I think we all heard about Mr. Albert Einstein. He said that you can't solve the problems with the same kind of thinking we used when we created them. We can't solve the problems with the same kind of thinking we used when we created them. This is how we created the problem. We created the problem because somewhere down here, as a result of our vibration, emotion, and feeling, it brought us to this moment where we are afraid of the horse spooking. So we got here with a specific mindset. We need to change our mindset if we want to get to point B. We want to contrast. So we want to contrast. We kind of fold it, draw a line here, and decide, so what do we want instead? If I don't want my horse to spook, so what do I want? Boom, that gives us a new mindset, a new mindset. Okay, Tom, that sounds great. However, you don't really know my real problem. My horse spooked. At this point, point B, I'm still having a problem. So obviously I didn't do something correctly, but I got here and I didn't get the results I wanted. So how do I do that? How do I resolve this? So here it is. Here's my formula, 2, 3, 95. If you add up those numbers, we get 100%. So these numbers are percentages, 2%, 3%, 95%. So when things don't go our way, we want to, first of all, spend 2%, 2 moments, 2 minutes, allowing the emotion to go through us. If you feel disappointed, if you feel hurt, if you feel mad, if you hate your life, if you hate your horse, if you hate your trainer, if you hate your barn, allow this to go through you. Allow this to express itself the way it wants. You want to shed a tear, that's fine, okay? But that is not where you want to stay for very long. So you spend 2% of your time allowing the emotion to simply go through you, pass through you, allow it to express itself. If you want a storm, it's like a cloud on the sky. Allow this cloud to go. Now, the next number is a little bigger, 3%. 3 moments, 3 breaths, 3 blinks of an eye. Ask yourself, why did it happen? Again, it's a very small number. Why did it happen? Why did my horse spook? Maybe I didn't prepare for it. Maybe I didn't train for it. Or maybe something crazy happened. Somebody opened an umbrella, or a dog barked, or a tractor misfired, whatever that was. And so that's 3%. And 95% is this. What did you want to happen? This is something wonderful. We can snap out of how I feel, why did it happen, by focusing our attention on the 95%, which is what do I want to happen? There's another trick to this where we can actually do this in the present tense. So rather than saying, I want to be calm, I want to be relaxed, I want to have fun, you can say, I am calm, I am confident, I am relaxed. What's the difference? What would you rather say? I want to have $1 million, or I have $1 million? The word want implies that you don't have it, and your brain actually feels that way. Hey, I don't have it. Well, too bad. But when you say, I have it, your brain is now thinking, wow, that is so cool. What could I do with it? And we want the brain to actually start thinking about it. When you say, I am confident, your brain starts thinking, hey, what can I do when I'm confident? Maybe I can behave differently with my horse. And that part I know, and I know that you know, that when you approach a horse full of confidence, the horse will send it back to you, will reflect it back to you. Okay, so that was great. Hopefully you enjoy that. As always, if you need to chat with me, and if you would like to book a complimentary session with either me or one of my coaches, please go to www.victorywithtom.com/apply. You have a link to our calendar where you can book a complimentary session. We'll take a look where you currently are in your writing and where you want to go. Once you have these 2 points, we can define the gap. What does it take to close that gap? And if we are the right people to help you, we'll invite you to our program. And if not, we'll send you to somebody else and share with you tips and tricks and strategies how you can improve it either yourself or with somebody else. So once more, say hello to us by visiting www.victorywithtom.com/apply, and it would be really great to chat with you. That's it for now. Thank you.